Hi YouTubers, I'm coming to you today with something just a little bit different. I actually have been looking for some software to kind of take inventory of some of the tools I have, such as punches and dies, and just some of the more expensive items that I'm purchasing for my crafting, and I don't want to end up buying doubles for. I don't know if any of you have ever had the same problem where you think you need a certain size punch, like a circle. You go to buy it, you're standing in the store, they have a great deal on it, and you purchase it, and then you get home and you find out that you already have it, so you actually have to go back and return it. So that's the reason for me looking for this software. I'm doing a lot of kind of inventorying of my craft room and what I've already got, so I don't go to the store and buy doubles. Or, at any time I can look it up. If I'm purchasing something online, I can just look it up on my phone to see if I have it or not. So let's get started. I'm just going to do, I guess, a quick demo of what I've done or what I purchased. This icon here is on my iPhone, and excuse me for my nails are kind of bad because I've been playing with some stays on today, or actually yesterday, and it didn't quite come off. But anyway, the purple icon here is for that software, and I'm going to select it. And the first screen that you come to is the list of categories. Now these categories that I've got set up in here are all configurable. So you see the setup button here. You can actually go in to the settings, and you notice that the color is a different color. So we're now in the setup option or configuration, and you can create a new category of your own if you want to actually add a new category that is a configured category. And I've pretty much fleshed out what I want to use. We're going to see how this goes. See how much I use each one, and you can actually remove categories if you find out you don't use it, or if you want to rename it or something like that. So we're going to go back. I'm not going to add a new category right now, and I want to show you kind of what the software really is easy to use for. I'm going to actually go to the dyes category, and I've done some work here. You can see that I've actually inventoried a number of different dyes that I have. A lot of these are Sizzix Dyes, and I'll open up the first one. This particular dye is obviously it's a Sizzix dye, and you can see the image of it. So that's the nice thing about it too, is if you want and you don't know if you have it or not, or you see something in the store that you want to purchase and you don't know if you have it, you can always have an image of it. And this particular item was actually an item that I had the barcode label for it, so something like this. I'm going to show you an example of one, but I want to show you. I had the packaging still for it, and on the back of the packaging is the barcode number at the upper right. And we're gonna use this one as an example. And in this case, it could not find the actual item for me. So what I had to do was, after scanning it, I entered in the name at the top that you see at the top of the screen that says Biggs Tree Evergreen. And I also have this configured field called company, so I know what manufacturer I purchased this from or for. This company field is actually a configurable list. So these are some of the manufacturers I'm purchasing from. And I can share this list across a couple of different categories, or all my categories if I want. And basically I'm building this list, and so every time if I use the same field for, say, my punches category, which you could tell I probably have because there's McGill, then all I have to do is add that field to the category itself. So if I add a new item to the category that's from my stash, I can select that same value. So I hope that's not too confusing, but it's a nice feature to have, that it's configurable, and you can find out where you're purchasing a lot of your products from, if that's important to you. For me, it helps for me to kind of see that. So let me go back and show you an example of one where we're going to create a new item. And so we're at the dyes category, as you can see at the top of the screen. And I'm going to add a new item to the to the inventory. And you have a choice of the data entry fields you want for each category. As I said, I only have a few because for me, I'm only going to buy one die at a time. Well, not one at a time, but sorry, one of each die. So I don't really need a quantity field. You can add a quantity field if you want, if your inventory is something like stickers. Say you want to inventory your stickers so that you know when you're low on a certain sticker that you really like. Maybe you do this with your thickers or something like that. So I could actually add a numeric quantity field here, and I'll show you that in a second. And it would show up on the form, and I could just fill that out. So if I'm inventorying how many types of a certain color of thicker or font, I could do that. So let's get on with it for adding a new item. So I'm not going to enter in anything here. I want to see if that if I scan the barcode, if it will actually find it in the database. And the database is an online database, so I think you do have to have some sort of Wi-Fi connection through your phone, or data plan, obviously. So you can see now that I have a new item in my inventory. I'm going to select it, and what's new to this screen now is this barcode button. So I'm going to select the barcode, and this is going to be a little tricky because I'm filming it with my husband's iPhone. And you'll notice that the screen is black because my phone is on the table. But I'm going to turn this label over, and I'm going to scan the actual item with my software. So there it goes. You saw the green box show up. Now you can see that my database was looking in the database, and you can see now it says Flourish Sizzix Movers and Shapers Magnetic Die by Tim Holtz. So it did find that item in the database. I don't actually have to manually enter it. I have that field called company that I want to fill in. And I'm going to select Sizzix. And it didn't actually have an image that was attached to it. Sometimes these items do have images and sometimes they do not. But what you can do is you can take a picture, or you can pull it up from Google, unless you actually happen to have a photo on your phone. So I'm going to take a picture from my phone just because it's going to be a little bit faster for me to do that. I'm going to turn the label back over again, and I'm just going to take a picture of this label so I know what that item looks like. And if I can hold my camera straight, kind of juggling two things at once. Let's see. So I've taken the picture, and you'll notice that it now has a preview option. And I'm going to go ahead and say use. And now it's inserted that picture into the inventory item that I now have in my list. So if I go back to the dies category, you will be able to see this new item right here at the top is the second item now in my inventory. So that is one of the things that I've been trying to kind of keep track of. It really doesn't take all that long if it can find the item in inventory. I'm not real good at typing on my iPhone yet, or still I should say. So those things that I do have to manually enter, sometimes it does take me a little bit longer. But really, in all respect, this software will save you some money probably in the long run from having to purchase things that you already have in your stash. And a couple of different things that I've been thinking about is, you spend a lot of time and effort when you're in the store looking for things, and if you get home and you find out, well, this punch was actually hidden in a drawer somewhere, I didn't know I had it because I didn't see it. Well, your phone will have it in the inventory, and usually I take my phone everywhere I go, so I'm going to have it on me if I'm going to decide to go stop at Joann's for a few minutes or something like that. So the software is actually called Craft Inventory. You can find it